by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
They're on the cusp of probably major announcements. Trev Albert, CAD, will ask for $250 million, in that range. Now, add 70 maybe, and put a roof on it.
Who would get to run the button that retracts the roof and does it? Also,
maybe you'd be the honorary
I think you should be the first one to try it. It's Bill's idea. Bill gets to do the first.
here's what I thought. I just always thought it'd be a cool thing to have, the retractable roof.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning. This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Give yourself a pat on the back. We made it to Friday. Hooray! This is the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Rico joining you as usual. Rico, what's up?
Hello.
How's life?
Life is great.
Hanging in there despite the rain?
Is it still raining? Has it let up a little bit?
Misting.
Is it still Get down, There we go.
It's Friday.
It's still misting?
Barely.
Okay.
It very well could have been the residue from the vehicles in front of me.
Okay.
While I was driving,
because
I was kicking up mist and liquid onto my window.
Because softball is today, and we're taking the kids. And
Husker softball, that is.
Yeah, Husker softball is today. They're playing Ohio State, and I want to take the kids.
Got a good show lined up for you guys today. 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, and the Starter Heyman text line are both open for you guys, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We have successfully crossed over 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Might as well make that number 5,000. So tell your friends, tell your
bet you won't.
All your family, and then just keep following us on all platforms. We got a lot of good stuff on the horizon from a lot of people involved, including state baseball. We're going to have at least 8 games, potentially 10, if both, quote, if necessary games are played. But we'll have state baseball. That starts up next Friday from Warner Park and goes till the following Friday. So there will be some times. It's going to be similar to state basketball. Not all day long will there be state baseball on the station. But for the most part, it's going to be state baseball coming at you from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field up in Omaha. And then it will also have some just like brief intermissions and interjections of Rico and other various hosts as well. That
like state basketball.
Yeah, similar to state basketball.
But longer breaks because baseball.
Yeah, much longer breaks.
Yeah.
So
the warm-up for baseball is longer.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
Whatever reason.
I mean, there's nothing better than a little bit of baseball. That's why we're going to have a short baseball corner here to begin things. Corner! Still unsponsored. So if you are a business that is looking to sponsor or be mentioned every single time we do baseball corner, which this week, this is the third
installment of baseball corner.
And we can, if you sponsor it, then we will end up creating a schedule for it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
A very exact time 100%. And date that it will happen.
Yeah.
Possibly multiple dates if you would like.
Yeah.
But not every day because we only have an hour.
Yeah. And we do need to talk football and volleyball and other sports as well. I also found out this morning, Jake told me and made me aware of there's a street party at Tipsy Tina's tonight.
Ooh, street party.
I think it's like from 4 to 7. The paper's right over there. I think it's from 4 to 7, and I believe it's one of those things where it has they have a llama.
All right, a Cinco de Mayo street festival.
Yes.
Join Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina in celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Cantina doors will open at 11 a.m.
Hello.
Street festival begins at 2 p.m. They have a DJ, food and drink giveaways, and more. From 4 to 7, see the llamas I had to scream it. It's the word llama. From Sweet and Sassy Llama Farm and get a selfie with them.
So you can take a picture with a llama.
You can get a selfie with a llama. That'll be your new profile
That's pretty
picture.
hype.
Your new profile picture. It's very important.
When do you decide to change your profile pictures?
I just randomly.
I always wonder, like, after you take a picture
Mhm.
and it's good enough
Are
in
you
your
just like,
eyes, are
"That's
you
the
like,
one"?
I need to change my profile picture?
No, mine are just after a while. Because I had the one with the chair for the longest time, and I was like, man, I love that chair so
Yeah,
much.
the chair's awesome.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to change it. Get my kids in there.
Shout out to Team Jack for helping us,
Mhm.
and Muchachos as well at that time.
And the $5 bits of broken chair people.
That's right. Yep.
Shout out to them always.
That
Because
was
that is and forever will be the best trophy in all of the land.
We might get that at the start of the year.
We should.
I forgot about that. The $5 bits of broken chair trophy game
be
is
in
week
Minnesota.
1.
They'll be up there, up in Minneapolis.
Yep.
I keep asking them if we can store it at the new station. Have yet to get
Nebraska
an answer.
has to win.
I know.
Nebraska has to win for that to happen.
I know. Well, they need to hurry up and
Which
do that already.
I also found out that Nebraska is an 8-point underdog to Minnesota in the early sports books.
Great start. Great start.
Let's see what else is there. Cubs are under 500 for the first time this season because they lost 3 of 4 to the Nationals. They're playing right now, and we don't have it on.
Sorry about it.
We don't have MLB Central on.
I don't want to watch the Cubs.
You don't have to watch. Just have it on.
You just have to believe.
Yeah, you don't have to have it. They're calling up their new prospect today. It's an
Ooh, what's his
exciting
name?
day. Matt Mervis.
I don't care what his name
Matt
is.
Mervis is his name.
That's a dumb name.
He had a good couple of games in AAA Iowa. People forget that the Iowa Cubs are in Des Moines
I don't think people do.
or around Des Moines.
I don't think people do.
You ever been to an Iowa Cubs game?
I have not because I don't want to go to Iowa.
I've been to a lot of minor league games, a couple in Cedar Rapids for the Cedar Rapids Colonels, which is the single A team for the Minnesota Twins. Former Husker Pat Kelly. Actually, Pat Kelly's name you don't hear about very often. Former Husker infielder Pat Kelly used to play for the Cedar Rapids Colonels.
Okay.
And when I was in Cedar Rapids for a baseball tournament,
Did you run into him?
we did not run into each other, but we went to a Cedar Rapids Colonels baseball game.
Close enough.
And I feel like that's the thing that every youth sports organization does is like, well, hey, when we go out of town, we got to think of a gift or not a gift, an event, something that they can go to all as a team. And everybody wears their jerseys, everybody wears their hats.
Yeah, nerds.
And everybody in the entire stadium knows that we're a team. For us, it was always a minor league game. For other people, like I feel like Topgolf is probably a really popular one
that'd be
nowadays.
fun.
So I don't know.
You think major league games? You think teams in Oakland are going to Oakland Athletics games? I'm sure the tickets are very cheap. You can sit wherever you want.
Yeah. Waterboy says, are you saying curdles or turtles? It is the kernels. Kernels. Like popcorn kernels.
Curdles.
But the Cedar Rapids Colonels are up in Cedar Rapids, obviously. Bubba says, Nick, everybody knows that the Iowa Cubs are in Des Moines, just nobody cares because Iowa and the Cubs suck. Oh, yeah, Bubba? That's right.
You can't. You're under 500. Careful.
Must be a Cardinals fan.
You're under 500. Careful.
Must be a Cardinals fan.
I'm waiting for the Yankees to pick off some Cardinals pitchers. They need help.
They're all former Yankees.
I know they need help.
Jordan Montgomery, come back.
Bring them back, please.
You can come and take Jameson Tyone back.
No.
You can watch Jameson pitch. He's
Is he
pitching today.
Oh, good for James.
Who's pitching for the Cubs?
Who's pitching for the Cubs tonight?
I wonder if that guy's still out there.
Probably. I wonder if we have that sounder. It has other voices.
It has other voices
that
we cannot play. We are not legally able to play.
It's not no legality to it.
Morally unable to play.
I don't know whose morals.
We're not allowed to play. Anyway,
who's pitching for the Cubs?
We got a good show lined up. We're going to talk baseball because Matt Harvey
do need 4 breaks.
Okay, so let me preview and then we'll take a break.
Yeah.
Matt Harvey decided to retire from baseball today.
The Dark Knight.
It's like there's every couple years there's like a pitcher that had one really good year, a Cy Young caliber type of year, and then they just fall off the face of the earth. Perfect example, and not just because he's a Cubs guy, Jake Arrieta. Jake Arrieta. Excuse me, not Arrieta.
We knew where you were going.
Arrieta. Jake Arrieta had the year he won the Cy Young. And prior to that season, he was atrocious for the Baltimore Orioles. Atrocious. And then he's able to come to Chicago, get a Cy Young award,
revitalize his career.
Ends up
kind of
getting either moved on from, and he fell off the face of the earth.
He went to the Phillies right after that.
That's right.
Did
He
not
did
do
go to
too
the
good.
Phillies. He
Signed
was
a
their
big
opening.
con-
Yeah, because
big
he was a
contract.
Cy Young Award winner.
Did not do very well.
And so Rico and I were like sitting there going, man, we should think about guys that just completely fell off. Brandon Finnegan's a perfect example as well.
So I don't think he completely fell off because he went to the Blue Jays afterwards and had decent success, just not at the same level. R.A. Dickey.
Ooh, R.A. Dickey is a good one.
The knuckleballer.
Yep.
Or he was with the Mets and he was doing great. I don't think he won a Cy Young, but he won a whole bunch of games. Then he went to the Blue Jays and was okay, but wasn't the same.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Bleacher Report did an article. This is exactly what we need.
Oh, perfect.
MLB's 50 most career implosions of all time.
Love it.
Let's take a break.
We're gonna take a break.
We're gonna talk about
and we'll
this.
come back with that.
We'll see if we know any of these guys coming up next. You're listening to Happy Hour. Happy Friday, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AZ. Well, Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
NASCAR is known for fast cars, roaring action, and big bucks. The Nebraska Lottery's NASCAR Powerball Playoff promotion features all three, especially the bucks. Until May 30th, buy a Powerball ticket with Power Play or Double Play, enter the voucher number, and you could be one of 15 winners of $1,000 and the chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship Weekend. Enter today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415 or online at ambitionelectric.com.
Are you planting this spring? Make safety your priority. LES requires any landscaping or trees to be planted a safe distance from electrical lines and equipment to give crews safe access. Visit les.com/trees to learn more.
General contractors, business owners, property owners. The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people, when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products, are at Premier Drywall. Kevin and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build-outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin. Kevin at PremierDW.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
Spring is here and it's time to get those seeds in the ground. There's no time for delays if your equipment needs a new part. That's why Acres stocks thousands of premium John Deere parts for all your ag machines, planters, sprayers, and tractors. Acres has what you need now. Now, the team of John Deere certified technicians, Acres will diagnose and repair your equipment quickly. Visit acres.com to find your closest location. Our team of parts and service professionals are dedicated to keeping you operating at full capacity. Acres, solutions for every field.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Attention Lincoln. Looking for an effective way to reach the fitness goals you haven't been able to accomplish on your own? Body Fit Training science-based programming is led by multiple highly accredited coaches who will help you get the results you're capable of. Their group of strength training classes are designed to help you build muscle, burn fat, and improve your overall fitness level. At BFT Lincoln, you'll train like an athlete and be surrounded by motivated and like-minded individuals. For a limited time only, book a free class or exclusive trial offer by visiting bodyfittraining.com.
Vershawn Jackson for Brant Excavating. Brant's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brant is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brant Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to brantexcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brant Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big Brant.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be a possibility as we'll reach an afternoon high of around 73. Winds out of the southeast at 15. Another chance of late night thunderstorms tonight with a low dropping down to around 59. Clearing skies tomorrow, much warmer with a high of 84. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
Herbie the Fourth ate his first solid food today, prompting a response of nothing but steaks all week for the Nebraska offensive line.
Then Enrique Alvarez Clary.
No more peaches and carrots for Herbie the Seventh. Baby food be damned.
Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Baby food be damned. Herbie the Seventh. Herbie the 12th. On this day, Herbie the 12th took his first steps as a 9-month-old, prompting a massive response from the quarterback of the Cornhuskers to run for 250 yards and 7 touchdowns in a victory over Michigan State.
Breaking news from Memorial Stadium: 3-year-old Herbie Husker has fallen down the stairs,
prompting a response
en route to the hospital as right now.
Prompting a
Herbie
response
Husker
from the offensive line to allow 0 sacks in the next 3 games.
That's never going to get old. Never going to get old.
Pro big baby.
Did we ever bring that up to Zach about having the family of just Herbies?
I don't think we.
Zach would be on board with it.
I think we brought it up to Steve.
Okay.
About his next child.
Okay.
We might not have actually
brought it up to Zach. Well,
no, we definitely didn't bring it up to Zach.
Okay.
Zach will have
fun with it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we'll talk to Zach about
Zach might change his dog's name.
A family of Herbies. Okay. So let's talk about this.
The 34th.
All started on the happy hour.
Remember that.
402-464-5685. Send us in your biggest career implosions, if you will, when it comes to Major League Baseball. A couple ones just off the bat. Jake Sorensen brought his idea as well to the table. So we'll talk about his. Ian Kennedy.
Oh.
The pitcher, Ian Kennedy, signed. He was signed with the Royals, ended his career in 2021, it looks like. Or excuse me, in 2023, he is still pitching for the Texas Rangers. But Ian Kennedy in 2011 was 21-4 overall at age 26 with the Arizona Diamondbacks. 21-4 overall. Won the Cy Young, won the MVP award, and then after that season, his best record was 13-13.
Yeesh.
After the 21-4 year. But before that also, you want to talk about a one-season wonder.
Mm-hmm.
The year before that, he was, 1-0 when he came into the league with the Yankees, 0-4 with the Yankees in year 2, 0-0, he only played in 1 game, so he must have gotten hurt.
Mm-hmm.
The year before his Cy Young Award, he was 9-10 with a 4.0 ERA. And then with the Diamondbacks in 2011, 21-4 with a 2.8 ERA, had 222 innings pitched, and That's it.
That's where it ends.
That's where it is. Only allowed 19 home runs that entire season.
Somebody's asking, is this pitchers only?
Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have
It
to
could be
be.
position players.
That's a great one. Unnamed texter Jordan Zimmerman from the Nationals to the Tigers. Really good one. He was always in the shadow of like Steven Strasburg, and Steven Strasburg could be. I mean,
His is injuries.
Strasburg just can't stay healthy.
Yeah,
but because Strasburg was on the cover of an MLB 2K game.
He was on the cover like his rookie year. Like
yeah,
when
he
they,
was really good.
It was even before they called him up, just because everybody was like, "Oh, he's going to pitch like 4 minor league games," and they're calling him up.
Yeah,
which that's pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
Waterboy says Rick Porcello and Craig Kimbrell. Craig Kimbrell, he was good with the Cubs. Kimbrell was fine with the Cubs. Gets traded to the Chicago White Sox last year at the deadline.
Yeah,
and completely loses all ability to find the strike zone.
Him and his weird arm.
Yeah.
He was good with the Sox too, wasn't he? The Red Sox?
The Red Sox, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The other Sox.
Yeah, the other Sox. Rick Porcello is a guy. He went 22-4 in 2016 with the Boston Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Ends up then going 11-17 the following year, 17-7 the year after in 2018. 2020, he got signed by the New York Mets, and that was the last time that he pitched. The New York Mets.
There's a Mariners pitcher I'm trying to think of. Not Felix.
Not
King Felix. He was the one. He was the
number 2 guy.
Number 2 guy. I think he was the number 1 guy for like a year or two.
Mariners rotation would be like 2017, probably.
I don't know, something like that.
Let's see if we can figure this out here.
At least I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I just cannot think of his name for the life.
Well, Giovanni Gallardo would be a good one.
Yeah.
Edwin Diaz. Who was the guy that Irving Santana?
Yes.
Irvin Santana was a guy that this is a guy. Now, Irvin Santana was, had 1 year of 17-10 record. 16-8 as well.
Oh, I know exactly. Waterboy saying the dude for the Rockies, he threw a perfect game or a no-hitter, then he went to the Orioles. It was the first no-hitter or whatever for the Rockies. I think he signed with the Orioles or got traded to the Orioles.
Ubaldo Jimenez?
Yes. Ubaldo.
So Ubaldo, let's see.
Thank you, Waterboy. That's a good one.
This is fun, just going back and just thinking about names. So Ubaldo, he was out of the league in 2017. So Colorado, here we go. That's a good one, Rico.
Yeah.
Nice work. Because
don't thank me, thank Waterboy.
So thank you to Waterboy, but you had the name, or you had the guy.
I knew exactly who it was. I just could not think of his name.
So in 2010, he had a 19-8 record. He won the Cy Young.
Yep, that's when he threw his.
He was an All-Star, a Cy Young Award winner, and an MVP. Finished third in the Cy Young and finished 23rd in the MVP voting at 19-8 overall. And then just 2 years later in 2012, he had 17 losses in a year.
Yeah, Ubaldo Jimenez threw a no-hitter in 2010, April 17th.
Tim Lincecum is a good name as well.
Dude, Tim Lincecum was that dude for a while.
It was ever since he shaved his head.
Was that it?
It was short. It was short hair Tim.
Was the power in his hair?
Yeah.
Dang.
100%. Because in 2008, and this was during when the Giants would win the World Series every even year.
Was it even or odd?
Even.
Every
even year.
I can never remember.
Because he was 18-5 in 2008. Won the Cy Young. He won back-to-back Cy Young awards. And in 2012, he goes 10-15 overall, signs the deal with the Los Angeles Angels, and goes 2-6 in his final year in 2016. Only played 10 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Eric says Tim Lincecum as well. Waterboy, Mad Bum didn't have a crazy drop-off, but nowhere near the same as those San Francisco World Series teams.
And that's what I was telling you. He was really good for a really long time, especially that run in the postseason where they were just I think it was the World Series. He started the first game, and then he would come in relief. He was just in for relief.
Well, and
they were like, okay, we need you for 4 innings.
Yeah, he was the one that won he reminded me of a Spencer Schwellenbach, because it was whenever San Francisco
Mad Bum hit too.
Yes. because he had a couple home runs.
Yeah.
And it was like whenever Nebraska needed somebody to come in and shut the door, that was just impossible to hit off of it. Spencer Schwellenbach. And then for the San Francisco Giants, it was Madison Bumgarner. So then he goes and signs the deal with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yep.
And now just a couple weeks ago gets designated for assignment, and teams would be able to then sign him for league minimum.
I don't think anybody has yet.
Nobody has.
Speaking of pitchers who could rake and drop-offs, although I could be wrong, pitcher for the Cubs, big dude. Zambrano, right?
Carlos. I love Carlos. I grew up loving Carlos. That team, now this goes down in one of my favorite players ever growing up was Aramis Ramirez.
Oh,
third baseman that could just mash.
That is a name I have not heard in a while.
Aramis Ramirez. So I think he won. I want to say he went to Aramis Ramirez and Alfonso Soriano because he was with the Cubs at that time.
He was a Yankee,
but yes, he was. Aramis Ramirez's final year was 2015. He played for 18 years, had a total of 386 home runs.
Look at that. That's so many.
And with the Cubs, I mean, he finished top 10 in the MVP voting 4 times. He was a Silver Slugger in 2011.
Beautiful.
Finished 9th in the MVP voting as well in 2012 in his last season with the Chicago Cubs. All I'm saying, dude, Aramis Ramirez, he stayed in the NL Central his entire career, I want to say, because he started out at Pittsburgh, then he was to the Cubs, then he went to the Brewers. So he's only played in the NL Central.
He knew the areas he wanted to play in.
He did. But
like, I'll leave it here. I like it here.
Man, Aramis Ramirez was fun. With that Cubs team, it was like Aramis Ramirez, and we got to get to break, dang it.
We do have to get
Aramis Ramirez, Derek Lee, Ryan Theriot, was that second base or shortstop? I can't remember. Alfonso Soriano was out in the outfield. Kosuke Fukudome.
Those are some good names.
Kosuke Fukudome. Giovanni Soto was behind the plate. Man, Ted Lilly was one of their pitchers. People forget about Ted Lilly.
People do forget about Ted Lilly.
Man,
you know who people forget about that they shouldn't?
Who?
Hideki Matsui.
That's right.
World Series MVP.
That's right.
I forgot that.
I just want to look up. Sorry, we got to do this. 2010 Chicago Cubs.
Greg Holland.
We just have to. Yes, Greg Holland was when he had that really good year with the Royals. That's right. This was the year that Lou Piniella was the manager, and then Mike Quaid was the interim. Oh man, this makes me excited.
Sometimes with baseball players, I just feel like the names are made up.
Oh, here, all I'm going to say, for people who may have watched baseball back at this time, that once again, this is the 2010 Chicago Cubs roster. This is their lineup, or I should say, like the way they took the field. Giovanni Soto, Derek Lee at first base, Ryan Theriot at second base. The early years of Starlin Castro.
Oh, Starlin.
I really like Starlin Castro. This was before Addison Russell and before his whole domestic violence deal. Aramis Ramirez at third, Alfonso Soriano in left, Marlon Byrd in center field, and Kosuke Fukudome in right field.
You had me
off the bench. Tyler Colvin, Blake DeWitt, Mike Fontenot, Darwin Barney. This is unreal.
Wow.
Darwin Barney.
That's
some of the pitchers: Ryan Dempster, Randy Wells, Carlos Zambrano, Ted Lilly.
You know what
Jeff Samardzija.
You know what you got me doing right now? Look at
This
the
is
2009
unreal.
New York Yankees roster.
Oh my gosh!
Do you
This
want
is
to know some names on here? Robinson Cano before PEDs.
Oh my gosh!
That's
good.
a person that's
really good. Robinson Cano.
Nick Swisher.
Oh, love. Where'd he go to college? Come on. Where'd he go to college? I have two guys. I have two guys that I always ask.
Dang
Nick
it.
Swisher and Todd Frazier. Where did they go?
They go to the same college?
No.
No.
The same conference. It is the Big Ten Conference. They're both of the fields are named after them.
Illinois.
No.
I don't know.
Ohio State.
Dang it.
Nick Swisher went to Ohio State, and Todd Frazier went to Rutgers. Every single year,
I know.
Every single
time those names get brought up.
I
Every
ask.
time. Francisco Cervelli. the milkman.
Oh.
Melky Cabrera.
Then he went to Kansas City.
He did. Oh, goodness. This
All
makes
right.
me so happy.
This is sad. We got to take a break. Dang it. We're 3 minutes late on Zach.
Mike Messina.
I'll have to text Zach. Hey, Seiya Suzuki just singled in the bottom of the first.
There you
Nico
go.
Horner scores, and the Cubs now lead the Marlins 1-0.
And that's how we'll go to break.
All is well on a Friday. You're listening to the Happy Hour. Zach Carpenter of Inside Nebraska coming up next. Nebraska just received a commitment from the son of Neil Smith. We'll talk all things Huskers with our good friend Zach coming up in a few minutes.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio AC. More of Happy Hour 93 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Jay Foreman. I wear gear to protect my health on the football field, and I'm protecting it now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.org.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, go Street Carpet. Hi. Our professional can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, join your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day. Carpet. Street Carpet. 1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Spring is here and it's time to get those seeds in the ground. There's no time for delays if your equipment needs a new part. That's why Acre stocks thousands of premium John Deere parts for all your ag machines, planters, sprayers, and tractors. Acres has what you need now. And with a team of John Deere certified technicians, Acres will diagnose and repair your equipment quickly. Visit acres.com to find your closest location. Our team of parts and service professionals are dedicated to keeping you operating at full capacity. Acres, solutions for every field.
Hey, it's Glenn Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for action. Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns bigger between. Call 466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
That is good times and great savings when you take advantage of the above-ground swimming pool sale happening now at Bonds All Pool. All in-stock swimming pools are 50% off the end of May while supplies last. You don't want to miss out on this hot deal. Visit our showroom at 33rd and Pioneers today. Learn more about the promotion at bondspool.com. Bonds Pool and Spa, every day made better.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit, and you can check out our spaces before you visit in person with the virtual campus tour and see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour. Learn more on our website, southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
This Mother's Day, prepare an incredible meal for her without all the dishes. New Mother's Day meals prepared fresh and house-powered chefs. These meals are ready to heat and eat, with packages for 2 to 4 people or 6 to 8. And your choice of juicy beef tenderloin, herb roasted chicken, pork tenderloin, or our famous 6-pepper crusted prime rib. All meal packages come with sides, and we have many add-ons available to complete your feast. Order today at venuedelivered.com/Mother's Day. That's venuedelivered.com/Mother's Day.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
I don't believe you people.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's a little bit of a news storyline for your Friday that has nothing to do with sports. Burger King has announced that they are going to shut down 400 United States locations by the end of 2023. I've said it publicly on the air that I have boycotted Burger King ever since they forgot my piece of chicken on my original chicken sandwich.
Rip to Burger King. I have boycotted them ever since they took away the breakfast wrap things. I don't even know what they were called.
We got 2 dudes boycotting Burger King.
They were elite. All right.
The Cine Minis.
Not the Cine Minis,
Not
although
the
those
Cine
were
Minis?
also elite. No, they were
Okay.
like wraps, and they had hash browns in them.
Oh, okay.
And like bacon and eggs, and they were fantastic. And then they like changed the recipe for the chicken fries. I tried them; they're not the same.
Well,
then they were like, "We're gonna have spicy chicken fries," and I go, "Well, first off, make them better."
I also got mad when the chicken nuggets that used to be 80 cents for 10 of them or whatever it was.
That wasn't chicken.
Well, it wasn't chicken, but they were fine. Like they were serviceable. Were they? And then I go, this was actually the same visit that they forgot my piece of chicken on my original chicken sandwich.
Yeah, because they gave you all the chicken nuggets.
That I ordered the chicken nuggets, but they were $3 for 10 of them. So
What a
just you talk about inflation and the product not
just
getting better.
worst.
So boycotting Burger King. We talked to Zack Carpenter. Zack, are you boycotting Burger King?
It's absolutely hilarious they bring Burger King up because I think last week, 2 weeks ago, I was starving and there's a Burger King next to me where I was at. And I was very close, very inches away from going. I'm like, no, it's Burger King. I'm not going there. I haven't been there in years. I'm more of a Taco Bell guy.
Nice.
I haven't had that in a long time either, actually, several months. But I heard the nacho fries come back, so maybe I gotta take a gander at that.
Hell yeah, Zach! I'm so glad that that's something we can connect on because Taco Bell is elite, as Matt Rule would say.
No, I love them. Cheesy gordita crunch is always that's a necessity if anytime I'm going to the drive-through. I actually didn't used to like Taco Bell at all, and then my place in Ohio, the closest fast food restaurant was a Taco Bell, like a block away, so that became a regular fixture. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good.
If you give me a steak quesadilla with extra steak and a large Baja Blast, I'm in heaven.
Oh, give me all that. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Baja Blast. That's my lukewarm take. I don't dislike them or hate them, but I'm just not all me.
It's like the people. I don't necessarily dislike them or hate them. It's not for me. Now, I will say, I'm going to try to say this without sounding too fat. Do you have the app for Taco Bell?
No, actually, I did. I used to. I did get it one time. There was like some sort of deal that you could do. The limited time only. I can't even remember what it was. But I'm like, all right, you got to download the app. Whatever. I want to try that. So for a very brief period of time.
Zach, I'm telling you, the Taco. You have to have the Taco Bell app because the reason that I kept it and I still have it is because they took the quesarito off the menu. And one of my favorite things to get there was the steak quesarito.
Shout out Nikola Jokic.
Yeah. And so, but
The
here's
Nuggets
the thing.
drafted a quesarito.
If you have the app, you can still order the steak quesarito.
So it was one of those things. That's how they're driving up.
That's
the
how
app.
they're driving up the
hidden
app.
menu.
And
That
it's
makes sense. That's
you know,
just good business.
I don't think that I personally go there too often, but every time I open up the app, I have a free reward. And I get it's called a free fire tier reward, and it's like a cheesy gordita crunch, a Doritos Locos taco, whichever one I want.
Dang.
And it's like, I'm getting free food.
I might have to download this app.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're making hand over fist money with the deals you got going there. They're just like Godfather.
That's
They
how I've
pull
gone
you
through
back
school.
in.
We need a
That's how
Taco
I've gone
Bell
through-
sponsor.
Yeah, that's how I've gotten through school. All right, Zach, we should probably talk sports. But we don't bring you on here just to talk about Husker football. Do you remember the name? Let's see, which one should we give? Jake Arrieta in baseball.
That one's too easy.
Oh, yeah,
because he tormented your Cardinals. That's why.
Yeah, he was you didn't like going up against him or Kyle Hendricks. Like Kyle Hendricks threw those, high 80s, but we would get like 2 hit by him in the playoffs. He's like the most frustrating guy to go against because at least like Chapman, he's just throwing gas up there on the mound. It's like at least it's fun to watch. Maybe you can get to him. Kyle Hendricks just like that agonizing like slow death anytime you face him and Arrieta.
Do you remember Ubaldo Jimenez?
Rockies Cy Young winner for the
Yes.
first third of the season that year,
There
and then
you
he
go.
dropped off the cliff. Or did he win the Cy Young?
He did not.
Or he just had like a good start to the season.
He had
It was like, oh my God, this guy with the high leg kick,
Yeah.
Dontrell Willis. He's a
Dontrell.
righty.
Yeah, he had a good start. He threw a no-hitter, the first no-hitter, I think the only no-hitter in Rockies history. And then he got traded or signed with the Orioles and hasn't been the same ever since.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. I remember he was the hot ticket in town for that whole season. I was just thinking about this. Nick said that we were going to do some baseball talk. I'm like, I'm not even keeping up with the MLB this year. I told him I'm a Cardinals fan. He's like, your team sucks. Like, you took Wilson Contreras from the Cubs. I'm glad you guys suck. I'm like, first off, I didn't even know we had Wilson Contreras until 2 weeks into the season. And I just checked the MLB standings. I'm like, oh my God, they're 10-22.
They're bad.
All right. I'm a casual Cardinals. I used to be like diehard Cardinals fan, but just as you get older, like I used to be diehard college basketball and MLB, but as I got older, that shifted to college football and the NFL. But yeah, I used to be huge baseball guy, Cardinals fan growing up, and I always asked my buddies this back home, who is your like number one, whether it's baseball or whatever, who's your number one athlete all time who like wasn't really that good, but you loved him and you thought he was awesome for whatever reason, like emotional attachment. Like
I have a lot.
Because my guy was always Craig Paquette on the Cardinals.
Okay.
He was a third baseman. He's a third baseman for the Cardinals who was like a 230, 240 lifetime hitter or something. Like he wasn't bad. He was okay. But like for some reason, like my second MLB game I ever went to was a Cardinals game when I was like 6 or 7. And I think I had just gotten his baseball card and a pack of cards, and like he hit a home run that game or something. And I'm like, oh my God, Craig Paquette, best Cardinal ever. It's like, look at his stats. Like, all right, well, 13 home runs, 226 average. Like maybe not the best, but who do you guys have a guy like that?
Okay, so man, growing up with those like 2007 to 2012 Chicago Cubs teams, there was a lot of players that I thought were good that just weren't good at all. I thought Starling.
My best friend from childhood, Sam Johnson, rest in peace, brother. I asked him the question. He's like, "Oh, dude, Corey Patterson. He was a diehard Cubs fan. Like Corey Patterson."
I thought Starlin Castro was going to be one of the best players in Major League Baseball. From his like rookie year when he was the starting shortstop for the Cubs, I thought Starlin Castro was going to be one of the best players. My favorite player growing up, as we just talked about, it's a tie for two guys: Aramis Ramirez, who played third base, and Alfonso Soriano.
The big shillelagh.
Yeah.
The big ass bat.
But
triple barrel almost.
Yeah. Now I'll ask you if you know this name from the Cardinals, Stephen Piscotty. Do you remember that guy?
Oh yeah, he is the left fielder, center fielder. I think he wore like number 55.
Yeah, but he was like a high level prospect for the Cardinals, and then he got traded to the Oakland Athletics at the deadline. And you know this. I mean, you don't even have to be a diehard baseball fan to know this. If you go to Oakland, your career's done.
Yeah, which is sad because Moneyball is my favorite sports movie of all time. And it's like, all right, well, this is the sad reality. Like I love cheering for the Oakland A's just based off that premise. So you go there. Either you go there to develop and you're on the cheap contract, you become awesome, and you go to a big money team, or go there for your career to wane off into the sunset.
My guy kind of had like a decent career, but it's mostly just the name, Coco Crisp.
the Cleveland baseball team. Right? He was an outfielder.
Yep, and he was. I always remember him as an Oakland Athletic.
I swear, every player in the MLB has like a great baseball name. I mean, Coco Crisp. Are you kidding me?
Oh, it's great. It's amazing.
Dontrell Willis.
Dude, it's Kosuke Fukudome.
Yoenis Cespedes.
Yeah. If you're a Royals fan, you probably thought Nori Aoki was going to be better than he ever was.
Yeah, that's see an infielder, see a second baseman.
He was an outfielder.
I honestly had no idea. I was just trying to say semi-confident.
Well, no, it's our coworker Austin, who's a good Royals fan, just gave us the heart symbol when we said Nori Aoki's name. So
was he on the Royals at one point?
He was on the Royals, as was David DeJesus. That's David DeJesus.
They Devil Rays.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk Husker football. Let's talk Husker football.
At least the 4 people still listening, let's get this in Nebraska football.
Hey, there's
baseball corner. They love it.
There's more than 4 people. We have numbers. No.
Are you doing some numbers?
We were always doing numbers, Zach, especially when you come on.
We're punching numbers. Okay. I guess we'll start here. So Peyton Thorne's going to Auburn. The Michigan State quarterback has made the announcement that he's going to Auburn. And Casey Thompson's visiting Florida Atlantic, where his former coach Tom Herman is currently stationed. I mean, does this come as a surprise, or I guess did relationships really win the day here?
I mean, I had heard debates in the past few days, like, would you rather, if you're Auburn, would you rather have Casey Thompson and Peyton Thorne? And my opinion and the pretty much consensus, if not unanimous opinion, was you'd rather have Casey Thompson because you have a little bit more upside. You have the not injury history to deal with, but he's known to get dinged up, and I mean, we could talk for another hour about how that came about and how he had to navigate around the pass protection and at Nebraska's offensive line last year. But I am very hesitant to ever use the word surprise when it comes to the transfer portal. I don't know if it's relationships or what the deal is. I mean, I don't have a line into Casey Thompson or his thinking. I think if you're 25-year-old going into your 6th year of college football, you don't have a great draft profile looking ahead to the NFL. Like, it's probably not. He's a long shot to make it onto an NFL roster, especially, I mean, given his age and physical profile, all those things. So you're going into a 6th year where you're trying to, the priorities, in my opinion, this is not from Casey. I mean, he and his family and his inner circle will have their own priorities. I just think you go in with priorities of where can I start and where can I maximize my NIL opportunities and set myself up for life after football, whether it's as some sort of assistant coach or opening the training complex or complexes he said that he's wanted to open up. So this is, I mean, wherever he lands, I think it's you're looking ahead to the long-term future for, I mean, whether you try to take a shot in the NFL or life after football. So wherever he ends up, I'm going to be following, and hopefully he does well, and I'm wishing him nothing but the best.
Nebraska gained the commitment of Keelan Smith out of Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri today, the son of former Husker All-American Neil Smith. And this guy is 6'3", 200 pounds is what Rivals has him listed at as an athlete. He's more of a wide receiver, tight end type of dude, right?
Yeah, and you're seeing sort of that the birth of the F tight end as Matt Rule labeled it in spring ball. And Janier Bonner, he's going to have, in my opinion, I think he's going to have a pretty significant role in this offense. And I mean, I would put him obviously beyond the obvious guys like Jeff Sims or running back position. I think Bonner's probably the most intriguing guy to watch just because of the way they use him in that inline tight end, split out wide, fullback, sort of H-back roll in motion in the backfield. And if you look at the spring game, and I really, really encourage people out there, not just trying to put a plug for our guys, but the Black Shirt Breakdown that we do with Steve Marek and Jay Foreman that's on YouTube. If you look up their spring game breakdown, I love watching those guys, listening to them, because they're a lot smarter at football than I am. And I feel like I always learn something, at least one or two new things. And they spent a lot of time talking about Bonner and highlighting how he can be used as a blocker and in passing routes and even a handoff here or there. I mean, Bonner's 6'3", 200, which is listed weight. I think he's probably closer to 215, I think, and looking to get to 222 is the exact weight that Rule said. But reason for saying all that is that Keelan Smith seems to fit that mold pretty perfectly. I mean, Keelan, like you said, 6'3", 200. And I think tight end is where Rule and Marcus Satterfield, they recruited him to play, but a hybrid role seems to fit best. So like if you're looking down the road of all right, how's Keelan Smith gonna fit in here, then either watch a spring game film or that black shirt breakdown, like I said, and be watching for Bonner and his usage in the upcoming season, because that could be a pretty good tell.
All right, Zach. Well, unfortunately, we only got 2 Husker football questions in for you, but I feel like we had a lot more fun this time around.
Well, hey guys. I mean, first off, it's the doldrums of the off season. May is one of behind February, and February after National Signing Day, and then July, and then probably May. Those are probably 3 least busy months. But also, we got a lot of Taco Bell talk in on Cinco de Mayo. So I mean,
that is true.
I think it tracks.
Well, hey,
good time.
We have talked about this before, and since Tipsy Tina's is a friend of the station, we can talk about it. They do have a street party today where you can take a selfie with a llama at Tipsy Tina's if you're feeling some high quality tacos and margaritas.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm gonna have to jump on over there.
There you go.
Just didn't even say bye. Almost just hung up the phone and got my ass out the door.
It would have been nothing. Right. It would have been nothing new, Zach. We'll talk to you next week.
Send us the picture of you with the llama.
All right, we'll try. Emperor's New Groove vibes over here.
All right, Zach, we'll talk to you later, man. Have a good one.
I appreciate you guys. You too.
That is Zack Carpenter of Inside Nebraska, a rival site for the Huskers. Good stuff from him as always. I mean, we got 2 Husker football questions in.
2 important ones.
Expected more, but yeah, Casey Thompson potentially to FAU to reunite with Tom Herman. And Nebraska gets the commitment from a 2024 athlete, Keelan Smith, who you're like, what?
I like Tom Herman.
Okay. Thank you, Rico.
Sorry. I said that before on the airways and I got chastised. I don't know why.
So you had to say it quieter.
So I had to whisper it.
All right. Let's take our final timeout. We bring in Austin and Strick coming up next.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the happy hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Mother's Day is on Sunday, May 14th. Do you know what you're getting your mom this year? Stop procrastinating and get her the one thing that she wants. A massage. The Body Shop in Lincoln offers all sorts of massages. All you have to do to win this Mother's Day is get mom a gift card from the Body Shop. Swedish massage, deep tissue massage, hand and foot massage, and so much more. Gift cards can only be bought online at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop, located at 48th and A.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa cash checking account online. Stop into any of the 4 Lincoln locations or Seward and Omaha branches. Liberty First, winning easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
A lot of businesses say that they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business is anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family.
as they do with customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and we are celebrating a record sales month in April, and we're going to let it roll and crank up in the month of May. We have some big discounts and special interest rates going on this month. In new stock Sierras and Silverados. Buy a new Silverado or Sierra, get $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. Heard right, $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. We have outstanding specials on all of our new and pre-owned GM certified units. So stop on in and see us or check us out on onlineowners.com. Be glad you did. New discount must trade in and finance with Roof Credit.
General contractors, business owners, property owners. The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people, when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products, are at Premier Drywall, and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's in the business for 30 years. For your new build outs or renovations, reach Kevin at premierdw.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
Some worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Are you planting this spring? Make safety your priority. LES requires any landscaping or trees to be planted a safe distance from electrical lines and equipment to give crews safe access. Visit les.com/trees to learn more.
I wanted to go so long, but I didn't know where to start.
I was afraid of what people would think. But then I found the right support to start my recovery journey. 1 in 10 Americans report a treatable medical condition. Treatment can take many forms, a variety of options to explore, and find the one that works best for you. Recovery from drug addiction is possible.
Paid for by the CDC, sponsored by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
Even before you start. That was a preemptive
And Enrique Alvarez.
I already had someone created in my image. He's evil, he wants to take over the world, and he fits easily into most overhead storage bins.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
So during the break, we were saying our favorite Dick Vitale sayings. Turn around. There it is. There it is. Right there. Yeah, make sure you can hear the headphones. Can you hear us okay?
Can you hear? Yeah.
Can you hear us? Yeah, sure.
You need to put them on.
No, if you don't need to put them on.
Can you hear us over the speaker?
If you can hear us, you good.
Oh, there
he can't hear us. He can't hear us.
You can't hear us?
He can't hear us. He can't. Go turn the multi on. Go turn the multi on. We got a special guest here coming up in a moment. Did you know he was coming?
I knew he was in Lincoln, but
I didn't know he was going to stop by either.
Hey, so we're here's the crazy thing. We're riding on the highway, right? I'm coming in.
That's crazy.
And I'm literally behind him. He calls me.
Okay.
I don't realize I'm behind him, but I'm like, why is Terrence calling me? Then I see this nice Audi A8.
And you were like, wait a minute.
And I'm like, that's Berger. And so he hits me on the phone. Yeah. And I pull up right next to him and I point at him and I like pull over.
So obviously, as Strick just alluded to, we have the former Husker Terrence Badgett in the building. What's up, man?
Man, what's going on, man?
It's been a while.
Strick was stalking me on the way back down here.
Not surprised.
Not
surprised.
He got like a little
action on you.
I can't get rid of this dude since 91. I mean,
Dude, I've learned a lot about Strick. I've learned a lot about the way Strick works.
We have a lot of Stricky Stone bad stories. But
we won't get into. You don't want to go there.
Yeah, I kind of do.
This is Good Friday.
But we were saying our favorite Dick Vitale sayings during the break. And my favorite one is, "Oh, he's a human microwave. He heats up quick."
I just love every time he goes,
"Diaper Dandy."
Remember it? You remember it?
I was telling it. So to set it up right, it got really tight. It was going down to the wire. I remember Bruce Chubbuck makes a freaking huge stop and blocks a shot, kind of saved us. We're still in the game.
Yep.
And Terrence makes a steal to seal it. Like we're up, but they had the ball. Terrence makes a steal at half court.
Yeah.
And what did you do, Baz?
It was actually I had remember the free throws before that.
Yeah.
I had missed 2. So they came down. Rex Walters.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Came down. He made a pass. Derek Chandler tipped it with his finger, and I got it. Woodbury was on my heels. He dived after the ball, and I went up and dunked it. And Dick Vitale said, "He's a TPT, baby. He's a TPT."
Man, he does like this.
Prime time player, baby.
Yeah.
But the craziest thing about it, Danny Nee was a straight New Yorker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you think you're a goddamn TPT here? Danny Nee just killed it. He just killed it. You know what I'm saying? He always said something negative if somebody gave us some props because we was freshmen. Gotcha. So he didn't really like that. He wanted to keep us humble, like we wasn't nothing. Right, so, but yeah,
man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Fun times. So yeah, man, me and Badge, we go way back. It was he's one of the inspirations as to why I decided to come down to Nebraska. I dang near was a Husker before I was a Husker because of him.
Yeah.
So,
well, then you wanted to come back because of me and Rico.
Oh well, that obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So,
no reason.
Understandably
good to see you, Badge. Hey,
good to see you guys too, man.
I'm sure
it's been way too long.
I'm sure you boys will chop it up on the block a little bit.
We will, man. We will.
All right, there you go. How about that? Let's go in. We got a minute left here. Final thoughts. It's the Kentucky Derby this weekend. Rico, are you going to pay attention at all?
I didn't know.
So no. I'm going to watch it. So Raph and
Don't look at me like that.
Raph and
I'm sorry I'm not as cultured as you, Strick.
So Raph and I went to or we had a couple people on to give some picks for the Kentucky Derby, and I went and spread a little sauce.
A little
cheddar at the local casino. Stayed local.
Look at you.
No Council Bluffs for Nicholas.
I'm gonna look up some names of the horses. I'm gonna pick one. I'm not gonna put any cheddar. I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna write on the board.
Golden State or Lakers?
I think Golden State eventually.
Lakers 7.
Dubs 6.
Dub 6.
All right. That'll do it for us. Stick around on the block with Austin Strick and T-Badge coming up next. Don't go anywhere. 93.7 The Ticket. Have a great weekend.
Adios. Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the William Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Springtime is here, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams. From treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa Cash checking account online or stop into any of the 4 Lincoln locations or Seward and Omaha branches. Liberty First makes switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by CUA, Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and they're stuck with. Botany Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better. Their team is trained in the